Okay, well, welcome everyone to our Scholar and Alum Advisory Board meeting for August. Again, our plan is to do this quarterly, and we really appreciate your time and joining us this afternoon/evening. And thank you also for meeting with us in June. That was really wonderful. And I'm still kind of like taken aback by how great I think that meeting was, and just for taking your time to spend with us and your ideas, and just really, I felt like everyone just really put their all into that day together, and I really appreciate that. That was great. Um, I will share my screen. Okay, so, oh, thank you for typing in the attendance.
You're welcome.
Um, so do we want to do any sort of introductions? I feel like we all kind of know each other now.
Yeah, that's about to say, I think we've been together,
Yeah,
good time together.
yeah. Um, yeah, okay. Jacqueline, do you want to let us know what to add, or do you want to maybe just go first with your idea? It's up to you.
Hey, can you all hear me?
Yes,
Yeah.
we can hear you now.
I'm sorry, I was transitioning out of the car into the house. So, I don't know if everybody knows, but I work for the Children's Museum of Atlanta, and I am over the outreach department. And I was thinking the other day, we have these quarterly family free days, and I was wondering if I could get a list of scholars that may be in the Atlanta area that had small children that I can invite to the Children's Museum and add them to my list so that they'll get alerts on all of the wonderful free events that we offer at the museum. Or if we even had any scholars that, we're in the Atlanta area with small children.
I'm not really sure. Breezy will definitely have to be the one to check on that because I don't know. And Jacqueline, just so you know, don't want to say we're protective, but certainly mindful. And as a past scholar, just how super busy things can be. So I would, and if you're okay with sharing it with us, because unless we get their permission for us to share their contact information out, we can't. So
okay.
I don't
Yeah,
know
totally
if that's
understood.
an option.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's definitely something I could share with you all, because really what I do is just send the links out for them to register and they won't have to pay to come. And so,
Awesome.
yeah, I can definitely share that with you all.
Yeah. And I think Breezy, as she's talking, even if I don't know what the current caseload looks like and what their family size looks like. Jacqueline, what age range for your school? And does it vary for the activities that you offer? If you're talking, we can't hear you, Jacqueline. So if you can come back on, again, just the question was so we could make sure we're getting that information over to the right scholars, or if when they're registering, will it say that age range? So we can make sure we're getting the right age range of scholars and their babies in attendance. Thank you so much for offering that. And that's what I think is amazing about this group and just your reach. Just because you're not um, even if you know about something, share it. Who knows? You just never know who it can be of benefit to. So again, Jacqueline, welcome back. Again, hopefully you can hear us. And thanks again for sharing. And we're excited. Jacqueline, also, if you have dates in advance, Breezy, this may be something you could even share out in the Facebook group. And Jacqueline, you're in the group. So
Yeah.
certainly post.
Right. Well, the museum is really funny about posting the links because they get in the wrong hands and then crazy
Got
things happen. But yeah, Nurse Pam has come and brought her family and her grandkids, and even if it's on a case by case basis.
Yeah.
But I'll definitely get with Breezy, and we will figure out a way to make sure that our Rankin family have access to those special events.
Yeah, and the good thing about the Rankin, the Facebook group, it's only our alums and our current scholars and past scholars. So that is we wouldn't share it on the main page. We
Okay,
would only
great.
share it in that private group. So if that's an option, that's the group that I'm talking about, Jacqueline, that you're in, that you'll post
Yeah.
in, that one. So if not, I totally understand, and you and Breezy can certainly work together to make it happen and offer that.
Okay, well, thank you. Thank you so much for letting me share.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you.
So yeah, at the beginning here, I just put if I was just wondering if anyone had any like thoughts that stood out about our trip together, about our time in Athens. I think, a lot of you got to meet Margaret, one of our founders. We did the HBDI, visited Jeanette's house. And then just in general in the day of just, if anyone had any thoughts that they kind of like left with, or I know everyone sent some nice emails right after that, but if you just had any follow-up, or if the HBDI has come up for you at all.
Yeah, it was so fantastic to be with a group of sisters and to feel like personally supported, which I have the whole time with the Rankin Foundation, but to have that in person was absolutely incredible. And I really appreciated the HBDI. I thought I had the paper still right here because I was looking at them recently, but they're not right at my table. But one thing that I am very skilled at like numbers stuff, like math and words. But I have never felt like I fit in categories before where they try to be like, oh, you're this person. And I think the HBDI, for the first time, I felt understood by that. Like, it does recognize that I have some aptitude for like math and words, but also that I like the big picture of it, not the crunchiness of it. Like, I'm a maths person, not an arithmetic person. And it's the HBDI is the first time I've had an assessment like that, recognize how I feel about myself. The first time I've ever had someone describe the way my brain works in a way that made sense to me. That was really cool.
Awesome. Oh, I'm so glad that you enjoyed it. I always really enjoy it too. Anyone else? Well, we just did the HBDI again we have a couple of new team members. Yeah. And so we did it again, and it was again just like a really meaningful experience, and also kind of humorous, but just great to be reminded. And I'm finding we are been using the colors more, right? Like we'll be like, this is we're doing this because we're so red. Or we're doing this. Okay, we need to do this blue activity now. So that's kind of fun too.
And what's so funny about it, I will share, it crosses over organically. I mean, we can't do it when we look at the board, when we look at our staff, and, of course, now looking at, our advisory board, we normally only have a few in the blue area, Cheryl. I know, Cheryl, don't be picking on me. But we only have, I think in the board, there's two, if I remember correctly, or maybe three. And somebody is kind of leaning off, but we lean heavy to the red, because that's the emotions. I know, right? And we just, all feely and touchy. Green certainly is important, not as much, But the yellows, it's funny because just about as many yellows in the board as it is even within the group. So I find that just, you know, almost awesome, amazingly awesome that it kind of just spreads out like that. And we do have everybody in each, somebody in each quadrant, which I, you know, I think I love and appreciate that as well. So those perspectives are being brought to every circle that we're in as we're sharing.
Okay. Okay, so the one thing I just wanted to mention on here with all of you is just that, like I said right when we got here tonight, Scholar Support Hours just started again for this year. And so if anyone would like to come as a guest, I know Cheryl, you and I we missed dates a couple times together last year, but we love having guests. Last year we had a board member visit, and then we had like 4 different alums come and visit throughout the school year. And yeah, Ruth put a heart because she's a current scholar, and we really love having guests. And you can come for the whole hour, or you know, for half of it if you couldn't come for the whole hour. Usually there are some questions from the scholars about whatever you choose to talk about, and you could talk about like graduate school or your job or how college changed your life, or if you have like a particular skill you're working on. Just to keep that in mind, and pop us an email if you're interested. It's on Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Eastern. Um, if you really want to visit and that day and time never works for you, I have a couple of times changed it for a special guest to come, but typically it's Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Eastern. Anyone have any questions about that? Latrina?
Not about that. I'm sorry. I forgot to ask that, but I will give the floor to anybody that has questions about the scholar support guests before I ask my question. Any questions? So that means Jacqueline, Cheryl. I think Tamara, you've already come, right? You haven't, yeah. Thank you for doing it, by the way.
Yes.
So awesome. That means the other 2 that are on here and those that will watch the recording will sign up, right? Yay! Of course, as you're available. I did want to ask, I'm always open. We're always open to feedback, and we didn't put it on there, Breezy, with the trip. Is there anything, and I know I'm making your mind go back, is there anything that you felt we could have done more of, or that you felt needed a little bit more time or attention, or even less of? Or do you have any feedback as to what would have made the day even better, or, you know, the time we shared together even better? And if you need to sit on that, that's okay. But I do want to make sure we throw that out there because we will do it again. And I'm going to be honest with you, I don't know how that will do another piece with the HBDI if we haven't added anybody new on it. So that certainly would not be a component of it unless there's a different module, because right now what we go through is the same. So there isn't anything that has changed that would make it be different than those that have already gone through it before.
I will say there was one thing that I truly enjoyed about this time versus the first time that we did it. Staying in people's homes and being able to connect. That and that may have been a cost saving measure, but to me it was very special versus just going back to your hotel room and you know, by yourself or whatever. Having that opportunity to engage was a very special time for me.
Awesome. That's what I'm talking about.
Wonderful.
I wouldn't know that from your heart. So Cheryl, thank you for sharing that. And I think we can hopefully make that happen again. And we're grateful. You know Sue and Madeline and Jeannie who open up their homes. Yes, Ruth?
Not a feedback per se, but a question about one of the activities we did was photographs. And I was wondering, I have received all of the group photos, I was wondering if we have an idea or a timeline on the individual photos. I just have been invited to apply for a fellowship, and the due date is on Thursday. And I have a photo I will use, but I'd love to have my Rankin photo if I can.
We have them. Tiana, thank you for asking that. Tiana, did you ever find yours?
No. Someone said that they were going to email the photographer.
Okay. So
I never got
maybe,
group photos either.
okay. Look, this is good feedback. I'm glad we, look,
Yes.
thank you for asking that.
Yes.
So I can circle back with, I'll circle back with Jashandra because I think Jashandra was gonna follow up with Holland, who was the photographer, and I'm certainly hoping she still has them because I thought she uploaded all of them to the Flickr account. So
No,
Tiana,
she
yours,
did. No, because I did go through everything in that Flickr account and they just disappeared. Yeah, they're not there, but some, not even all of the group photos, but some of the group photos are on there still.
I didn't
Okay.
even know there was a Flickr account.
well, and I think on the Flickr, I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't know that all of them made it to the Flickr account because I think when Holland sends them, and I could be wrong, so don't quote me on this, but nevertheless, okay, Flickr, groups, individuals. Tiana's is already questioned, and then the groups. Okay.
I don't recall getting my individual ones either.
Yeah, I don't know. I know I didn't. Breezy, you didn't do any sharing.
I didn't
of
do
that?
them.
Okay.
Well,
No,
I
so
sent out that Flickr account right
Yeah.
at the beginning, you know,
Okay.
in a group
and
email.
that's yeah, so when you went into the
That's right.
Flickr account, you were able to click on your name and everybody's photo, individual headshots were there.
Yes.
But then when I went back in, it wasn't there anymore and I can't find it.
Okay. Yeah, and I'm gonna be honest with you. I know normally they're time sensitive, that password and things of that nature, the one that I know Holland sends over. So, well, it definitely should have been more than one group photo. We had tons of group photos where we were upstairs, downstairs, and those
Mhm.
were on there.
Mhm.
Those, originally they were, so I know they were there. We'll figure it out. I promise
Are
you
there
we'll
any
figure it out.
pictures there now at all?
Let me
I
see.
believe there is.
Can you, Breezy, can you
Someone
see if
send
you
me that email with the Flickr account?
Yeah, let me see. I was just looking to see. Yeah. Retreat. Yeah, this was, let me see if I can still click on it. Yeah, I still can. Hold on. I'm gonna drop it in the chat. And I see group photos there now just as we're I just dropped the Flickr in there. But that's totally not the full one because that's only, it says only 23 photos.
Mhm.
That's totally not all of it. I mean, we got so many in each setting. Yeah.
Here, here's
That's
the
not,
email that I sent. I found the email that I sent on June 27th.
yeah. And see, this just said here the photo, and that's what I just shared.
Okay.
So let me go back to Karen's. Let me see if I can get Karen's original. Okay. Because I think Karen would have shared that original one. But that likewise, that only shares 23 photos. So
Right.
I don't know.
23.
Yeah, there are no individual photos in this.
Yeah.
No. Mm-mm.
And Karen even put in here, can you share the headshots?
Mm.
Can you share the headshots and with one in one of the email threads? Oh, buddy, if those are gone, I'm gonna cry. They're not gonna be gone, they're gonna be there. We're not even gonna put that in the atmosphere. And Holland still has them saved somewhere, so she can get them over to us.
Hi,
Awesome.
Elizabeth.
Hello, I'm sorry. I just got caught up with family stuff.
No, you're here. Thank you for joining us. We were just, Elizabeth, just talking about the photos from the
Yeah.
retreat. And we were just clicking through the Flickr, what I just dropped in there, but there's not many photos there, which is not all of them, because we have the individuals and everything. So not quite sure what happened.
Okay.
Just so you know, we got to do some research, see if we can find everybody's headshots and all of that good stuff. So
Well,
it's-
I'm sure it'll be fine.
I am too. And we'll be able to share it out with everybody. Okay. Meg, you have another question?
Not a question, but I was gonna give my answer to the feedback question about the trip.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah, so I mean, I will be, not that I'm, whiny or picky, but I'll be one of the first ones who'll say, okay, well, this could have been better. The only thing that could have been better in that trip was things that were outside of your control, like getting to the airport and having to wait for a long time. Because it was just a weird travel day. But beyond that, y'all did a phenomenal job, and everything was, I wouldn't change it. So thank you.
Oh, thanks, Meg.
That's so kind of you. Thank you.
It is. Yeah. And hopefully we'll have our own jet soon, so we won't have to worry about it. Okay?
Yeah,
I
you
dream
have to
big.
get right on that, purchasing that jet.
Yeah, you can do away with about 1,000 scholars and get the jet.
Yes, purple
Yeah.
jet. Well, no, we can't do away with the scholars. It's gonna be the scholars, more scholars, and the jet. So,
Oh, I see. So Elon Musk will just donate a
yeah,
jet,
yeah.
and the fuel. That'll be it.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, got
That's
it.
the thinking. That's the thinking. Yes.
But then I'd be scared to go on it because it'd be too small.
Listen, oh my goodness, yeah. No.
But thank you. It was wonderful, and meeting y'all in person, like the scholars and the board and all of you guys, was just lovely.
Oh, thanks, Meg. I love it, Breezy. The purple, it gotta be purple. If it ain't purple, I don't want it. Yeah.
It's so
Yeah.
great to look at all these pictures, and I know who everyone is.
Isn't
mean,
that amazing?
It's I can connect with them. It's like I know Tamara and I know all these people, and I miss you.
Oh, we miss you too. Breezy, you
Oh,
crazy.
I am crazy. It's all good.
I said Breezy. Breezy just shared her, Elizabeth, Breezy just shared her screen with like all of these purple jets.
Okay. It's been a long day.
Very long. Yeah, thank you again. Any other feedback for us? Thoughts, suggestions?
I just want to say that I had a great time. I got to just fellowship with so many different people and just feed off of each other's energy, and then just still learning from each other, learning things about myself as well as learning things about all you other ladies. So I had a really great time, and I really appreciate the fact that I was able to go and spend time with you.
Oh,
Love that. Thank you.
do and
Yeah.
do.
I will second that as well. I got back and people asked about my trip and just the opportunity to share. And then, since I've been back, I've met so many single moms at work and pursuing school. And I just keep talking about it and, what an impact it can have. And then, just sharing, I did this, you can do this too. And, encouraging them to apply and talking about it. And I don't know, it's really impactful in so many ways, but just knowing that I'm paying it forward in such a big way. I mean, it's huge.
Wonderful. And just, I guess I can provide the feedback there again that we got from Elizabeth. maybe, I guess it's been about a month ago, Elizabeth sent over just an idea as she's sharing information out with individuals that she come into contact with. She asked if it would be possible to get something like a business card size piece of literature to share with individuals as she's talking with them. So Elizabeth, I want you to know it's in the works. We just had our staff retreat last week.
Great.
And Maheen was there, who kind of does our creating and things of that
Yeah.
nature. So just know she already has the idea. So it's going to be a twofer. So we'll talk about, of course, the Scholar Grant. So having information about when the Scholar Grant the application cycle opens and closes. But then on the other side, just having where they can go over to the website, because who knows, you may be chatting with a donor, so that they would have that information as well. So just know it's in the works. We didn't forget.
Well, that's awesome, because I'm just passing out any information I brought back with me, whether it's
Yeah.
a bookmark or whether it's her story. And I'm like, okay, I'm giving away the material I wanted, but here, you take it and you go apply.
You can get any of that. If you want more of that, you just let us know. And we can get you bookmarks. We got bookmarks. We have all of that material. But just hang tight. Maheen is on vacation, and as soon as she gets back, that's already on her task to be able to get that created. And I told her the
Okay.
sooner the better. So as soon as we get it printed and all of that good stuff, we can get it out to everybody. So you'll have some in hand.
Awesome.
Awesome. Thank you again this is what it's about, sharing your ideas with us, and some of them we can make happen. Some a little sooner rather than later. So this one I think is just a unique opportunity for us to be able to just continue to get our word out in just small form. And, we can stick it in our purses or book bags, whatever we have, to be able to share about the
Yeah.
foundation.
Well, this will be great. And I look forward to having it displayed in a special location on my desk.
Thank you.
Great. Anyone else? All right. So the next thing we wanted to talk about, well, this is just a quick mention, is we have this Discord channel that we briefly talked about when we were together. And it is a space where we think that we can build some community outside of Facebook, and seems to be pretty interesting. One of our new Rankin graduates completely set it up for us with all kinds of fun things, even like a pet photos area. So I put the link here. I think you can copy that link and go to it. If you can't, if you need me to invite you and you want to get in there sometime soon, let me know. And of course you can go, back to this tomorrow. But I can definitely invite anyone who would like to be in there. Right now it's just me, Latrina, and Tiana. So we haven't opened it up yet. So we thought maybe if any of you would want to get in there in the next week or so, we could play around in there, chat a little bit and stuff. But
Yeah, I'm game.
okay, thanks. Cool. Thanks. Let me just note that, Elizabeth. So if I have to send you the invite, I can.
Okay.
Yes. Thank you, Tiana. Can you see if you can click on it? Tiana just popped it in the chat.
It takes you to the login, so you have to create a profile.
Awesome.
Yeah, and Tamara said that she's willing to.
Okay.
Yay.
Thanks, Tamara.
So Breezy, can you maybe put under there
Tamara.
to create? I mean, I think it automatically takes you over to where it says create the profile. Since I did it some time ago, I totally don't remember. And let me see if I can show you what the icon looks like on my phone. But yeah, I think it would be good.
Just hopping on to say I already had a profile, so when I click the link, it just dropped me right into the server.
And I
Yay.
typed hi sisters. So I'm in.
Yay,
Yay.
awesome. Thank you.
and I'm not going to show, but it has the logo there. So you'll be able to see once you get logged. Yes, that's the little
Here.
face that you see.
Can you all see it?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So
Do we
there's, like,
have an advisory board there?
introduction. An advisory board?
Yeah, is there a group for advisory board? I mean, just so
No.
we can kind of keep it together, if we're having a chat. That's my assumption. Is that how it works, Ruth, since it sounds like you've been in there? I haven't been in here, so I don't know.
But we couldn't keep it private though. We couldn't like even, okay.
Only if you made a different channel, I think.
Yeah,
Because
I
so if
don't,
we made like one of these hashtag things that said advisory board, anyone could still go in there. Just so you know, Latrina.
yeah, I mean, I don't think we'll be talking about anything, but I'm just saying, I don't know how this works. So thinking about if we've started a discussion, keeping those threads together. So if it's just in a general chat, how would we go back and say, for instance, if we chatted today and then we don't come back and chat for another week, and I just foresee it being maybe helpful, Breezy, as we're talking about Star Party coming up. And that's where my mind is going. I told you, unfortunately, I'm always ahead of where we are. And you don't have to do that now. And I don't know if it makes sense in Discord. That's just only a thought. Only a
Okay.
thought.
Okay, Discord, yay. Okay, next is Star Party because that's coming up. And just to let everyone know, we just have about 20 minutes left of this meeting today. Star Party.
Remind me of the
So
date again.
October 24th.
It feels like the Star Party was 2 months ago.
Yes, it comes again
No,
fast.
it's that time. Yay.
Yes.
It is. It is. So, Breezy, I'll pick up here and I'll jump on over into the $5 campaign. So this is an ask, because I think we can make this happen. And I would love that if we had, at least a few of our advisory board members to host a watch party. I mean, it's nothing. You don't have to do any prepping. How we've kind of shared it out is just an opportunity for us to invite individuals that we know who may not know as much as we would like them to know about Rankin, or maybe those that do know something about Rankin, but giving them the opportunity to watch the party with you and maybe a few other friends in your home at the comfort of your home, or somewhere else, maybe their homes, who knows, but it's just an opportunity to pull them together for that particular evening and just watch it together. Good thing about it, it's going to be on Zoom. I was hoping we would have some links to share out, but we kind of want to make sure that we know who's having watch parties so that our IT people can make sure they know what's going on now. It's going to be on Zoom. So there will be a link, but I just really want us to go ahead and maybe commit to watching, and hopefully maybe, and I'm going to use the word hosting, but we don't want you to have a party. We're not trying to have you have any costs. It's from 7 to 9. So, most people, if they haven't eaten, they're probably getting ready to. But yeah, so is there anybody on that may be willing to even consider at this point hosting a watch party? Or if you're near where one is going on, we would certainly love for you to be in person. So we're in Montana, of course. We're in Atlanta. We're in Athens. Breezy is actually hosting in Missoula with some of her.
Kalamazoo.
Yeah,
Kalamazoo.
Missoula. Look, so yeah, in Kalamazoo, Michigan. I'm sitting up here thinking Missoula, but it is Missoula, Montana. I don't think that they scratched I think it's Jersey. Is it Jersey or New York? Jersey or New York that I think there is New York because our board member is in New York. So there are several that are already going on, like actual parties. You know how it's live for those that have watched, where you've seen them in the studio in Atlanta. Of course, I'll be in Athens with the team in Athens. But we want to do it big for our scholars this year. And I think this is just a way to really engage our advisory board and you to introduce individuals as well.
Latrina, what was the date again for that?
October 24. And Jacqueline, don't you normally go to Atlanta?
Yes, ma'am. I will be there.
Yeah.
Yay.
So yeah, Jacqueline normally is already engaged because she does this with this board, of course, and the ranking board. So yeah, it's normally all hands on deck. I mean, really think about it. We're gonna come back to you once we maybe have a little bit of, I don't even want to call it a checklist because it's not a checklist. It's just a matter of you being able to open up your television, log into the Zoom, and watch it. That's it. We don't want you to go through planning. We're not trying to have you say nothing. We don't want that to be the case. Okay. We want it to be easy peasy. Okay. So that's the plan. So just know you'll have information coming your way as we get a little bit more information about the logistics of making it happen. And I promise you, it's easy. Breezy has handled the chat side of it for the last few years. Tiana is now going to be inducted to do it because Breezy will be hosting in Kalamazoo. Okay?
Oh, that's what's for the taco?
I want some tacos.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh my gosh.
So
Pass that taco.
okay, right. And so as you see, invites will be coming. So be on the lookout for it and please reach out. If you got questions, you can certainly reach out to me or Breezy or Tiana about it, and we'll definitely make sure your questions are answered. Okay. I don't want to say up to the main event because it's not a main event. Main event will be Star Party or one of the events. I am super duper thrilled about our $5 campaign so far. I mean, I'm clicking my heels like happy. And let me tell you why I'm gonna say I'm happy, because when you put something out there, you don't know if anybody's gonna reply to it. But I'm grateful that thus far, and it's only been set one time. So we're working on now with Maheen, because I think we talked about this, maybe getting like a thermometer or some type of reading so you can see the numbers grow. I will say, and Breezy, I thought you set up a fundraiser. You didn't set up a fundraiser?
I didn't set up a fundraiser. I just set up the recurring $5
Okay.
thing
And
right
so,
now.
okay, yes. And so we do thus far, and I'm just kind of going off. I think some of you have given, but didn't necessarily give to the campaign. I think it's you, Elizabeth. I know one because I think you did a gift, but for some reason yours isn't showing up under the campaign. So
what
we
do
can
I
talk.
need to do different?
So it's just a matter of going under the campaign. And I said I was going to look because I made myself a note to look for yours. I don't know. Did you set it up as recurring, Elizabeth? I'm just putting all your little business. Or was it a one time?
I don't know. I don't
can
know
check
if it or not.
We can check that offline. So we'll circle back about that. Maybe give me a call tomorrow, Elizabeth, and I can look into it and I can make sure Jashandra works. But while the reason I am excited, there are 6 individuals that set, as a result of us sending this, set it up on recurring. Now, I really want the advisory board to hit it. If you set it up, if you've done recurring, so I'm not going to put that out there. But my goal, or our goal, I don't say my goal, our goal for this is to at least have 75% of our advisory board. And again, if you don't want to do the recurring, that's okay. But just make sure you're going in under that $5 campaign and doing your donation, or, you know, because I know some ask about just doing just one large donation instead of doing the 5. You don't have to do the recurring. If that's not what you want to do, we're not saying you have to do that. I just want to make sure that it's attached to that $5 campaign because it makes it so much easier for us to go back and look at the donations, track it, and keep up with that total. Okay.
Latrina, would it be possible to drop that link in the chat?
Yes.
And that way I can make sure it's getting to where it needs to be when I set it up.
And Jacqueline, I think weren't you already set up? Because I probably
I do a reoccurring for another amount, but I want to participate in this too. Is it possible to do it separately?
It is, because that's what I do. So the one that I already had set up, I did.
Okay.
I set up me another one.
Okay,
I got the link.
If it's in the link, I can set it up.
Here's the link.
Okay.
Thank you.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you, Breezy. Wonderful, wonderful. And so, and it's pretty straightforward. Once you go in there, just click through and make it happen. And I want to say a hearty thanks to everybody that has already done it. And again, I'm super excited. And as soon as that's another project for Maheen, she's working on something. As we can see, I will say that as you go in, it's already a counter. So like right now I'm in there and I can tell you what it says. Oh, it's not going to let me click on the amount. Bummer. So of course we got it set to like 30,000 because that is the big goal.
It says we have $160 towards 30,000.
Yay. And even once you click in there, you'll see that it's one fundraiser. It tells you that it's been 12 donations. I think you'll see that is 6 recurring. And of course,
it says 9 supporters. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Sorry.
Where do you see 9 supporters?
On the left.
Oh, I don't know.
Okay.
But so it scrolls. And what I love about it, you can put a little note in there once you give. If you wanted to scroll, you don't have to. You don't have to. Yeah, you see how right over here the little scrolling is happening? Well, I think it stopped.
So I don't know what I've done and how to change it.
Awesome. Okay. Click out of that, Breezy. Let's see.
Well, Elizabeth, maybe do you think Jashandra would be a good help to that?
Well, and that's why I want Elizabeth to call me. I don't want to, because I can't fix it. I can't fix it. And whatever, if you did it on the main page, I do think that Jashandra may be able to connect it. So I don't even dare get into that because I'll jack something up.
So can I just call her tomorrow?
Yeah. Just give us a call tomorrow and we'll get it figured out, because I know I saw your name. So that's what I'm saying. I know it's in there. It's just a matter of making sure that we can get it attached over to the, and I don't know how to do that. Don't know how to do that.
No worries.
Cool. Thank you. But again, I wanted to thank everybody for it.
Ruth has her hand up.
Yes. Can you lower Meg's, Breezy? It won't let me.
I had a question. I know the goal is 75% of advisory board members participating. By participating, do you mean hosting a fundraiser? Like setting one up like you and Breezy were talking about, you are doing that? Or do you mean doing?
So I'm saying 75% for giving, and Ruth, you don't fit in that category just yet.
Okay.
So that's why
I was like, I don't think I can do that.
Yeah. That's why it's not 100. We want to stay true to what we say. Thank you for asking that, Ruth. Never do we want our current scholars to feel like they're pressured to give. I don't care if it's $1. We know what it's like to be there, and it's challenging. And we want you to focus your attention on your schooling. Okay. So I'm going to say Suzette. Who else is Meg?
No.
Margaret. Not Meg. Is it Margaret?
That's
the same one. Why was I thinking?
No, Meg's done.
Who else is done? Who else is in school? Isn't there somebody? Is it just that?
Yep.
Well, Tamara, you're exceeded. So look, thank you, by the way, for going on, working on your doctorate. I'm not going to be like you when I grow up. I'm just going to continue to cheer for you.
Yeah.
But yeah, so no, Ruth, please, please, no, ma'am. Don't ever think when we're talking anything financial that includes you. Your focus is to get to that finish line of completing your degree. However, participation with that watch party could be a way that you can introduce somebody that could certainly contribute. So, and again, here, we don't want that to be a hassle. We don't want that to be stressful. If it's going to stress you out, please.
Absolutely.
Don't do it.
Yeah.
Okay. Just don't do it. Okay. I think that was the star party. And what's the last thing on the agenda, Breezy?
No, that was it, because all I did was added that we were working on that business card flyer.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, yay. 8 minutes to spare. As
Yeah.
they say, our minds, hearts are clear. Everybody good?
Yeah, is everyone good?
Yes.
Yeah.
Do we have the next date set, Breezy?
No.
Okay, so we will get that sooner rather than later.
Yeah.
So we'll have it, but still be on the lookout for updates for Star Party. That's what's coming up. So just be on the lookout for that. Logistics, more so about how you can make that happen. And I'm still waiting to hear back from those who are interested in doing your own watch party. I can't wait. It's going to be amazing. Okay, we good? No more questions?
No, but
I miss
Latrina,
you
can I
all.
oh, sorry. Latrina, can you stay on for just a couple minutes?
Absolutely. And I want to say again, thank you all for just your time. You know, of course, I can talk all night about us being together in June and just that unique and special time together, and looking forward to the next.
Yes, thank you guys
Yeah,
so much, and I
thank
miss
you.
you all.
I know.
I miss all your faces.
Oh,
I know. I
I
mean, I
miss
feel
you
like
all
you
too.
guys are some of my closest friends. And
okay.
and-
Look, Elizabeth, just take a picture and put it on your screenshot so you can see our lovely faces.
oh, that's funny.
I know. All right. Well, all right, my sisters, I really do. I love each of you. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon, evening, depending on your time. And until we chat again. Be
Bye.
safe.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye,
Bye.
everyone.
Thank you. Bye.